Hello everybody! Welcome back! The Great Cruel King and the Great Hero. We are back, everybody, with the Dragon's Arcade. So there was a little problem with my website recently. It had a giant ad overgrowing it, and I have no longer idea how long it's been there because I've let the website essentially run itself and just upload things to Buzzsprout for months. So, yikes for me. This is why you should always be checking on things regularly. I mean, I checked on it like last month, so I usually check on it once a month. Hopefully it hasn't been too long, but yeah. Some giant reason ad somehow got over on my website and I had to go to customer service about it. I also have this new poster right here in case you haven't noticed. It's a new display thing. Not sponsored. I just like display. I think they do really good work. Not a fan of the whole Story World music. I've never been a whole fan of the scratchy audio thing, except in like horror. And I just don't think this calls for it. Personally. I mean, it's my personal opinion, you know. Ouch. Okay. Good thing I have a lot of healing items. Fruit of life, do your thing. So we're currently going through the Nightmare World. I also just posted my review of Krakow Monsters because I uploaded it last night, and I was gonna add the description this morning before I went to work, but I forgot to publish it, so it only just went out a few minutes ago. For anyone who was wondering where my review was this week, or you know, my first review was, the Attack on Titan video also I forgot to upload that up as well. I finished that. Oh, not the Attack on Titan video I was talking about, the other one, like the scripted video. It's the review of Attack on Titan Seasons 1 and 2. I reviewed that last week, like last Tuesdays when that review went out on Podpage, and all my YouTube reviews come out a week later. So that just got up. I am actually still working on that Attack on Titan video. I have not given up on it. The script is nearly done, so I'll be talking about how it basically acts as a sort of guide for how shonen anime have evolved their casts over time, going from a heavy focus on a trio to a larger focus on an extended cast with the trio at the center, which I think is an interesting development. It's one of those aha moments that I just have like this. I feel like this is a good example of how shonen anime have evolved, so I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. Oh shoot, that's an instant death monster I have to attack on, or I lose the game. Because, you know, it's real fun to just not tell anybody about this and just let you die from it once, right? Oh, wow! That's just rude. So I have to kill this thing or I'm dead, but it has so much health that I don't think I can. Okay, regular attacks do better. No. We have to attack it or we lose. So we have to let ourselves get beat up. Jeez. Flame Slash. Good thing I have all those fruits of life. Seriously, buying all those healing items was the best decision I've made here. But yeah, this last week has been good. Everything, Everywhere, Everything, All at Once is an amazing movie, by the way. I'm not gonna be able to do a review on it for a little while because I have other things that are coming out, like big reviews. So it's gonna be a little while before I get to talk about it, which is a shame because it deserves a bigger breakdown. It's also leaving theaters soon, which means I won't be able to talk about, which means I'll have won't be able to go see it again in order to refresh my memory, which is gonna be a real pain. I just hope it comes out really soon after leaving theaters. So in this day and age, it probably is gonna immediately come out on a streaming service like in a week or two afterwards, but you never know. Really hope it does because I want to see that again. There's so much to dissect there. I mean, the bagel. What is... I get the bagel is supposed to represent the daughter's desire, like everything she is, all her being across the multiverse that created Chewbacca. But it's like But what's the significance of it as like a black hole? Like, they could just made it a black hole. So what's the significance of being a bagel? Is it just a little random, or is there actually significance to it being a circle with a missing hole in the center? Like, even with everything she is, there's still a part of her that feels empty and hollow. Like there's no way to properly exist in this state of being. Which reflects how she feels like this whole, this entire way of existing is just hollow and empty and horrid. It's wrong, basically. Like she feels like she wants to die. It hurts. Your blow cuts deep. Happy for you. Oh my dad, don't be like this. I don't want you to die. Firstly, because I never liked killing any dragons in games, and I thought this game would be different. I mean, I know it was like they marketed as you fighting him, but like I didn't want to fight Dad. Dad was nice. It's just so sweet. And also, didn't I just have this fight? Like literally, we just went through this fight, and then we had that cutscene. Now I'm fighting him again in a Nightmare Realm. It's weird. Feels a bit padded, to be honest. He's also not as tough as I remember him being. Jeez, the regeneration ring is just busted. I'm sorry. Ugh. Like, aside from that one princess fight, this game actually isn't that hard, which is weird because you'd think it would be harder because I haven't gone back to the areas like Code wants to do. I didn't do most of the side quests. I only really did some at the beginning, and then I just went full main path ahead. Even though all the side characters do seem interesting. Like the person who was like, I don't eat kids anymore, but I need something to stave off. It's like, oh, is that the cuisine quest? Because like every RPG has that one food obsessed quest, you know. The quests do seem genuinely interesting and a little like messed up. Like that one lady who locked her daughter in a public cage so everyone could see what she was doing and how wrong she was. It's just like, dude, come on. There's basic social dignity. Remove status of ailments. Bam. Yeah, like most of his basic attacks, I'm healing more than he's doing damage. Overcome the nightmares. Checkpoint. Okay. Oh, not this frickin' place again. Come on. Better not be long-winded. Oh my god, it's these assholes. See, I liked the game at first. I think its charm really pulled me through the earlier bits, and if I had more time to like really enjoy this game, if I wasn't in a time crunch, I think I would enjoy a lot more. It's sort of like how Pokemon games annoy me now because I'm like, oh my god, let me get through this freaking tutorial. And as a kid, I was like, yeah, sure, I wanted to get through the tutorial, but I also was just like, I don't have really much else to do right now. Now as an adult and as someone reviewing these games specifically, you don't have nearly as much time. So little things like that can add up to bigger annoyances. And I feel like this game does pad itself out a bit, while at the same time being a little short. Like, there are only like, let's see here, there's the main area, the snowy area, the honey area, the dream area, the magma area, this nightmare area, and this. So we only have like 7 areas, and Nightmare Pot might end up killing me. I need to deal with that immediately. Oh, also, I'm gonna be in the top 8 for the Commander League at Little Wars. Because for Magic the Gathering, I go to Magic the Gathering each week on Wednesday. I used to go on Fridays too, but I recently just haven't had enough time. I do other stuff on Fridays. Plus, I've been sort of like, yeah, I've been working on Fridays, but I've also been using it as like my day of like a little bit of rest, you know? Because there's so much to do throughout the week now with the podcast. Like, I don't regret starting the podcast, but it does keep me very busy. And I'm often working on art or stuff for it. 2 reviews. I might have pushed myself a little too hard with 2 reviews a week, but I don't really feel like I can like tone it down now. Plus, I do kind of need that time in order to talk about all the things I actually want to talk about. Like, I don't think I wouldn't be able to squeeze in weird things like the Krakow monsters, which I actually do like reviewing weird stuff like that. If I was doing a 1-a-week podcast, I'd only be able to do like the major things. I might not even be able to squeeze in video games that often, or I'd have to make them like really important games. I wouldn't be able to squeeze in, like I'm about to do this Hypno OS game that my friend showed me. I probably wouldn't even be able to talk about that game if I was doing a weekly podcast. Like, I wouldn't be able to talk about anything else this week aside from Doctor Strange. And every time a Marvel movie comes out, it'd be like, that's my only thing this week. Like, there's a reason most of the people who do weekly shows or once-a-week shows do either like movies, games, or books, or there aren't that many book reviewers, but yeah, or they do you know, video games, movies, books, and sometimes they'll mix in shows with the other 2. I know one guy, Professor Thorgy, who does movie reviews, but he often also talks about video games every once in a while, but he doesn't do it as often because he clearly doesn't have as much time for it. And it's just like, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of everything because I feel like kind of that jack of all trades person, you know? I like talking about media as a whole because I feel like when you experience a lot of different types of media like this, you get a very interesting picture of the landscape of it all as a whole. Like, I'm able to look at movies and see left references, or I'm able to do like another podcast I review, which I actually have time to review, and I'm able to see like, oh, I can see where they were drawing things from. Like, I can talk about the Lovecraftian inspiration in the Magnus Archives, or I can talk about how found footage horror movies clearly inspired the White Vault, along with some Lovecraftian nonsense, and also maybe some Native American or Inuit stuff in there, due to the locations it's shown up in clearly. There's a lot of weird inspirations, and I feel like talking about all these different types of media helps ground me in that. I like being able to go from one week to like talking about a video game to talking about a movie, you know? And it also lets me talk about books, which I feel like not enough people talk about. Like, it's always been like a weird thing to me for YouTube, and I think I finally understand why. Because recently I've actually been having to do some stuff like that, and I finally get why most people don't tend to talk that much about books. And you don't have a lot of footage to work with. Like, if you have like a podcast, you can actually draw a lot in from the art assets. Because podcasts will oftentimes have a lot of different art assets for all the different, places they're online to show. But a lot of times, a lot of obscure books will literally just have a title page, and maybe 1 or 2 art assets, maybe 1 or 2 promotional pieces if you're lucky. And you don't have a lot to work with there, because the artist, the author rarely has any official artwork for it. You do have exceptions. The Inheritance Cycle has a lot of official artwork from Christopher Paolini, which is very effective, but you don't see it that often. And oftentimes it will come late into a series once it's popular. Like, popular series will have stuff to work with. Like, if I review the Inheritance Cycle, I'm probably going to use footage from the Aragon movie in the YouTube video version, because that's available. I'll also use art. I'll also probably sprinkle in some slideshow stuff with the art assets from Christopher Paolini, because he actually did a lot of art assets for it. But that's for, like, things like big franchises. Same thing with, like, Harry Potter or any of the other major ones. But when I talk about something like Heartstrikers, I literally just have the title. There isn't even that much art. Like, I've only found a handful of art pieces by, like, fans for that series. And for newer series that are obscure, things like the Cartographers, there's basically nothing to work with. I actually ended up making that little map design thing for the cartographers because I wanted to spice that review up, but I just didn't have anything else to work with, so I was like, okay, you know what, I'll make this little map animation, it'll be fun. That was actually one of the first animated things I've ever done. I only at the time have worked with animation, really, was in this high school class that was like this, it was basically a digital class, but I finished the whole thing in 2 weeks. I'm not even joking. I took this class in high school and I had to go to the computer lab for it, and I finished it in 2 weeks. So I spent the rest of the semester basically playing video games because the head of the computer lab didn't have anything else for me to do, but she didn't want me doing that all the time because she might get in trouble, so she oftentimes would like ask me to help her like organize files or act as like a second in command to help like look over the computer lab and go help people out. I basically, since I finished my class too early, I just turned into her assistant for the rest of the semester. It was kind of funny. I genuinely enjoyed that, but it was weird. God, I've actually been a teacher's assistant a few times. I also want to say we had to get a job, like a student job, essentially. Killing your foster father with your own hands. How tragic. My tears just won't stop. What drivel. Flora has finally come through. Soon enough, you eradicate the rest of these useless monsters and abuse power. I like how they challenge the great hero narrative here with Flora, even if it is like, you know, not her talking. Like, Flora isn't like this bloodthirsty. She wanted to defeat the Demon King because she thought he was the only monster who might be able to rally some of the rogue ones to finally attack the human kingdom forever. Like, she recognized that the other part monsters were actually pretty peaceful. She was just worried the Demon King was going to rise again, and then it would be all-out war. Like, you get it from her perspective, but, like, the Shadow Flora really does give you that nightmare, like, yes, we shall exterminate the rest of the monsters. This is what being a great hero means. Sort of like the weird thing that, that time I got reincarnated as a slime did with the other human characters who got reincarnated. Like, you have Hinata's, you have, like, Hinata and those 3 a-holes who joined the Kingdom of Farum. What was it, Kingdom of Farum or something like that? There is that human kingdom that attacks the nation of monsters and gets immediately owned when Rimuru gets home. And it's like, what did you do to my friends? I'm sorry. Well, I need some demon lord power to beat you guys. And look, all the human lives I need to take are just right here, and a lot of them have murdered my friends. Dead. Because Rimuru is an OP protagonist, it turns out. Oh, God. Frickin' evasion ability. Yeah, these boss fights are definitely easier. She was owning me in the main fight, and I was having to pull out all those advanced items. I do like how this game... I did complain a lot about the princess fight, but it was probably the most interesting fight in the series. I actually had to think about my moves, even though I was basically depending on her never using that evasion move or only using it once or twice. Making me stack item effects for maximum damage in short bursts was actually a very interesting strategy that I ended up going to in the end. I haven't usually had to do something with that. Like, usually using a single boost item is enough to get past things in most modern RPGs. Like, most modern turn-based RPGs just aren't that hard. I know it's weird, but, like, it really is true. Most of them don't really spike in difficulty. They go for that grand adventure, but they're not really challenging. Like, you get tons of usable items, and if you have to use, like, 1 or 2 in a fight, it's considered a really hard fight. I had to use, like, 5 items in the fight with the Dark Princess, or the Dark Reflection of Flora. And, you know what? That, as much as I complained about it, because I wanted to get past that fight and get to the rest of the story, it was an actual challenging boss battle that made me have to seriously think about what I was doing. Which not a lot of fights in modern RPGs actually do. So I will give it a lot of credit for that. I like when you have a big reserve of items and you actually need to start using some of it. Like, I've been sitting on some of those damage items for, like, 2 boss fights, and I never touched them, because why bother? He was just OP. I've literally not even done any side quests, and she's able to take on the bosses with basically no issue. And then I get to the princess, and it's like, oh shit, I actually need to do some stuff. So, I do appreciate the game's actually making me think after a certain point. Although this rematch with her is not anywhere near as difficult, which is good because this is really symbolic, and you don't want this to be too challenging, because we've already fought all these boss fights. mean, it's a little dubious to make us reuse these boss fights, but just with lower values, because that's what this really feels like. It's just a weaker version of the bosses I've already beaten. Also, why do I need a Parasol now? Or am I going to get to actually see her again? I mean, it might do this thing of finish all the side quests, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Excuse me. But, I don't know. Cybat. Okay, here we go. So we're going to have to fight her. I know we're going to have to go fight my dad in his full power, now possessed by the power of the Demon King. I really hope it subverts something, though. It's like, no, I will not be into it or whatever. Maybe. I really do want to know what the deal is going to be with that. It was like, okay, so his power was trapped in his horns. We got told that repeatedly. But like, the evil was in his horns, too? That's just a little weird to me. I mean, I know that, like, evil power corrupting is like a fantasy trope. It goes all the way back to the whole Lord of the Rings thing with the One Ring and its corrupting influence, yada yada yada. But, I mean, actually, if you want to be honest, it goes a lot further than that, all the way back to the Volspa saga? Volsing saga? Whatever, it's the one with Fafnir and the Cursed Ring. Do any of you know the, what about one of the first dragons in, like, one of the dragons that Tolkien was drawing on for Smaug? The myth of Fafnir is a very interesting one, and it's actually tied into a much longer series of myth, but long story, extremely, like, this is insultingly simplified. A long time ago, Odin, Loki, and Thor were off on some adventure, and while they were out, they killed an otter. Well, it turned out, and then they go to visit these dwarves they were on their way to go see. Well, it turns out the otter was actually a member of their family who could shapeshift. And when they find out that Odin, Thor, and Loki have killed them, they actually manage to capture Odin and Thor, and they make Loki go get them gold as penance. Like, basically, they want reparations for their father being murdered. Or was it's either the father or one of the brothers. It doesn't really matter. The end result is going to be pretty much the same. So after that, Loki, being the little trickster he is, does get a hold of gold. However, he also gets a hold of a cursed ring amongst the gold. Or no, the gold he gets is cursed, basically, is the end result. And because of this, when he gives the gold to them and they let Odin and all the rest go, Loki has essentially ensured their fate. So one of the sons becomes consumed by the curse of greed that's supposed to make you destroy everything you can ever love as you become obsessed with the gold itself over the people you're supposed to share it with, or, some moral lesson like that. And so he ends up murdering either, depending on who it was, I forget if it was the father or the brother who could shapeshift, but whoever it was, the other one, I think the father got, I think one of the other brothers got murdered by either the middle or oldest brother, and the youngest brother runs away, still possessed by the gold's curse, but unable to beat his other brother to get a hold of it. And over time, he, stews in resentment while his older brother becomes transformed by the gold's curse, literally becoming a dragon, cursed with, like, poison and stuff. Like, he's not a fire-breathing dragon, but his very presence is poisonous. He poisons the land just by walking there. Well, years later, a hero comes along and is told by the surviving dwarf brother about the dragon and the gold. So, he goes along to try and help him and wants to go kill him. The solution of the hero is that he basically he finds the poison, eroded pathway that's basically like a giant path of decay where the dragon Fafnir goes down to the river to drink each day. So he digs a tunnel. Ah, here we are, Cybat. Wow, just laying on the guilt. But, so he digs a hole and manages to cut out the heart. Well, the dwarf is basically going to betray him for the gold, obviously, because he's still possessed by its greedy curse. But, on the orders of someone, I forget who, the hero decides to eat the heart of the dragon. This results in him being able to understand the beast of the world. So a bird comes by and tells him, hey, this guy's going to betray you. So the hero, obviously tricks him, makes away, and manages to survive. I forget exactly what happens to the gold. It's not really important. The whole thing is basically just greed will consume you. It's the whole lesson of the tale. Honestly, I really need to read Poetic Edda and go over my the Volsung Saga, I think is what it's called. It's been a long time since I've read the Myth of Fafnir, but it is one of my favorite dragon myths. Just because of how ridiculous it all is. Like, it's like Loki gave a dwarf cursed gold, and so it turned him into a dragon. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, the dragon consumed by greed, you know, constantly sleeping on a pile of gold he's obsessed with to the point of murdering anyone who so much as dare touch it, including family members. Yeah, that does happen to bring a bit of smog, doesn't it? Turns out that Tolkien had a very particular view on dragons. To him, there were only two proper dragons in mythology. There was the dragon of Beowulf, and there was the dragon Fafnir. And to him, a dragon didn't just have to look and act like a dragon, it also had to serve a narrative purpose. Like, it had to serve a purpose both in the narrative and in the meta-narrative, i.e. it had to mean something. So the dragon of Beowulf is the insurmountable challenge he can't overcome. You know, death is inevitable even for a hero as great as him. And then there's the greed of Fafnir. Basically, a dragon can't just be a dragon in a story, it has to be a metaphor. To Tolkien, a dragon was the ultimate metaphor. I love that so much. Like, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I know, I'm a fantasy nerd, and I don't worship Lord of the Rings. Sacrilege. But I've never really gotten into it. Like, it's really well written. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a bad series, because it's most certainly not. It's an amazingly written series of books, and quite frankly, the amount of work Tolkien put into the world building is, quite frankly, absurd. Like, no one should ever be doing this much world building, to the point of it all being translations by Bilbo. Like, that's just another level of absurdity, honestly. So, mad respect to Tolkien as a writer. I've just never personally liked exploring his world. Like, they're fantastic worlds, and I read about them, but I've just never enjoyed them themselves. I think it's partially because I prefer a lot more high magic with a lot of active magic systems, whereas Tolkien had a lot of magic is sort of there, and there are illusions and cursed rings and dragons, but there aren't, like, there's Gandalf, but, like, Gandalf doesn't really do that much. Drop a ring off to a hobbit and say, hey, and then disappear to the Balrog. He doesn't really do that much, you know? And the magic system is never really defined as something we can calculate in fights. Plus, none of the characters aside from Gandalf really use magic that much, aside from the whole invisibility ring thing. All in all, I like active magic systems that add to the world and the story, and Tolkien just didn't really have that, which is part of the reason it's just never grabbed me. That's one of the reasons that Heartstrikers did grab me, because that thing does have a really interesting magic system based on shamans and thaumaturgy, which I found extremely interesting and very fun. So yeah, I've never been a huge Lord of the Rings fan. But Tolkien is interesting in that regard, that he only considered Fafnir and the Beowulf dragon, which never got a name. Like, that's really upsetting. Beowulf is such an awesome guy. The dragon he fights is just the dragon. And that asshole who stole a cup from it. Seriously, okay, so this has always bothered me with Beowulf. And, like, I'm cool with Beowulf being basically the Mary Sue of his universe, where he can basically do whatever he wants. I mean, he literally has this one guy at one point say, hey, Beowulf, I heard you lost a swimming contest. It's like, yes, that is true. I did lose a swimming contest. After a whole week of swimming in nothing but battle armor, I lost to my friend. It's like, Beowulf, how could you? But to be fair, I did kill like 7 sea serpents on the way. So, like, even when he loses, it's just a chance for him to prove how badass he is. It's just like, okay, he is very much the ancient world equivalent of a Mary Sue. But he's also, like, fun. Like, the author was clearly having fun when he wrote this. I'm sorry. Beowulf is just a fun story. It's like, I think Grendel's not really a proper warrior, so, you know what? I'll wrestle him barehanded. I'll need a weapon. Oh, gosh, Beowulf is awesome. But, like, his final foe is just the dragon. Like, he fought the biblical child of Cain with Grendel and Grendel's mother. But, you know, they couldn't be bothered to give the dragon a name. That's always upset me about Beowulf. Like, come on, we have Fafnir, we have Nidhogg. Those are both from Norse mythology. We have the Serpent of Delphi, we have the dragon Ladon. We have Kur of ancient Sumeria, we have Quetzalcoatl of the Aztecs. I mean, come on. You need a famous dragon. Your dragon can't just be the Beowulf dragon, you know? And the way he gets involved in the story is also hilarious, because apparently some guy decided to steal a cup from its hoard. Yes, a cup. A gold cup. It's like, somebody got into a dragon's hoard and stole a cup. And my response to that is, I have a lot of questions for that person. First of all, do they have any ambition in life? Like, if you're gonna break into a dragon's hoard, go for the giant gemstone at the top of the pile. You know, you're gonna get spotted anyway. It's a dragon. They were like obsessive when it comes to their gold. So you're gonna get found out regardless. You might as well go for the motherlode. Like, get out of there with a diamond the size of your skull or something like that. You know, have some ambition, man. Have some ambition. I mean, really, a cup? That's just pathetic. Yes, my advice is, if you steal from a dragon, you better do it right. Because you're definitely gonna die, but hey, maybe you'll die rich. Best you can hope for. I just want to get through this, come on. Oh my god, these long corridors, like, dude, I like this art style, but I don't want to see, like, the same, like, this corridor practically repeats as we're walking across it. Me liking an art style does not mean I want to stare at the same corridor and a repeating texture pattern for, like, a whole hallway. It's on my right eye. Is it trying to guilt trip me now? This is not Undertale. You don't get to do that. Sorry. I mean, they did give me that whole thing to talk, but not all enemies got nervous. I never did use that feature, though. I didn't see that many problems while we were going to get those flowers for your family. It is interesting that we have Rocky here, though, because we never actually had to fight Rocky. So this is actually my first time fighting him, I think. Like, all the others, Saibat betrayed us, and we had to fight the Dark Princess, and then we had to fight the Dragon King. So Rocky's the only unique fight here. Although he basically plays very similarly to the other raccoon dog fights that we had throughout the game. So he's also kind of a reskin, but he's at least unique as a named enemy, I guess. He's not literally just a slightly grayer version of the exact same model and style of fight, you know? They at least mix it up a little bit here. I don't want to have to kill Rocky, that's mean. So we're gonna have like a full party for this final battle? That'd be awesome. Uh-oh. He's basically doing like 6 damage due to my healing. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, let's do this. Come on, Rocky. Jeez, even Rocky has like a tank's worth of health. Holy shit. And let me guess, at the end of this all, we're going to do to battle with a dark reflection of ourselves, right? Here we go. Level up again. Hey. Dark Edge. Or is this the Dark Fangs for Rocky? Dark Fangs. I didn't get anything for, that's actually odd. I didn't get anything for, what's her name? God, what's his name? Ah, I forgot the bat's name. Crud. Cybat, that was it, Cybat. And now I have to fight myself, right? Yeah, we get it. Lesson about being careful what you wish for, child's innocence, naivete, being overturned by the true cold truths of the world, her father's kind words turning into almost like a dark reflection of knowing his death, yada yada. You know, children's fable twist on its head. That's this entire thing has been. And I don't mind it. It's very nice. I like the emotional core between you and her father, and the gut punch when you have to fight him. And the whole thing where he really didn't want you to kill him so there would be lasting peace. Like, from his perspective, it actually does seem like a noble sacrifice. He took in the hero's daughter, raised her, and he basically set her up to become a hero. Then he fights her, he lets her kill him, and by letting her kill him, someone who remember, she was raised amongst the monsters, so she would become a hero who would also be a friend to the greater monsters. Even if they didn't like her for the Demon King stuff, she would still care about them and would not want them to be hurt. So she would be an influential voice amongst the humans who would look after his subjects. She was still his heir technically, so she could take over for him and rule. And she's recently made friends with the human princess, so she could, you know, basically maintain peace between the kingdom of monsters and the kingdom of humans. She could become a great hero. In doing so, he essentially was saying, yes, everybody but me gets a happy ending, while at the same time also making his daughter kill him, thinking he was evil. Which was not the nicest thing to do, but he was genuinely trying to give her a good life. It seems like his priorities were a little messed up, but you know, he was trying to be a good father in whatever way he could. Yes, it's a little twisted, but have you seen this? I mean, that was the premise of this entire game, was you will one day defeat me. That was all in the marketing, so we knew what we were getting here. We were getting that emotional gut punch, even if we had hoped it was going to stay childhood innocence all the way. That looks like that was never an option. Yeah, we're totally going to fight our evil shadow versions or our evil doubt within ourselves or whatever. It's just, it's inevitability. Look, you play a Japanese RPG and you either fight a dark reflection of yourself, kill God, or come to some realization about the truth of the universe. It's just, you know, classic JRPG tropes. Ugh. Wonder if we're gonna go kill a deity next. That seems like the thing to do. I mean, there's definitely some dark demonic power that's possessed our father at this point, so maybe we will have to go kill a god. Maybe it'll be like a dark god. Anime loves killing gods. It's like its favorite pastime, you know? JRPGs in particular. You lovable scamps, always going out there to kill greater deities that have twisted the world in their own image.
いくつもの悪夢を乗り越え、
Vanquish many
ユウ
nightmares, the
は
final
最後
nightmare
の
appeared
悪
before
夢
the
に
figure
た
was
どり
none
着
other
き
than
ます。
herself.
君は私
I mean, you doesn't really look like it has darkness. She has darkness
心
in
の
her.
闇を倒せば試練は終わり。ユウは剣を構えます。私の願いはお父さんを助けること。いやー、君にそんな資格あるのかなって。だってお父さんを追い詰めてたの。勇者になりたい、勇者になりたいって。
Oh, that's just really mean, Shadow Version.
王様ドラゴンが密かに。お父さん。ユウ落ち込んじゃった？どうする？試練やめちゃう。
There you go, you. Be your anime protagonist self.
必死だね。でも手が震えてるよ。そんなので私に勝てるのか。
That's just mean, Shadow Version. Oh, he started with a stick? Oh, this should be easy. Well, he did 30 damage with the stick? I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Flame Slash. She is, Yu is a great protagonist. I actually really do like her, honestly. I usually don't go for the optimistic protagonists. They usually find them the most annoying part of most things. Maybe that's why I like Attack on Titan, because Aaron's such an edgelord. It's kind of refreshing. I don't mind Deku, because Deku has this, like, nervous energy to him that I find kind of, I don't know, relatable. Like, he's optimistic, sure, and he will constantly be talking about, like, how we can do anything when we're together, working together, and how we just need to hang on there. But he's also, like, this nervous geek who's constantly obsessing over things, which, you know, I can relate to. Plus, we have Todoroki being the edgelord off to the side. Okay. Flame Slash. I love how no matter how many times we do this, we have to keep calling it Flame Slash even though we don't have fire damage on it anymore. It really is a shame though that our dad isn't, like, we don't, like, get some way of igniting the fire. Like, that would show progression. It's like at first her father did it for her, then she couldn't, then it just turned into a power slash, and we kept calling Flame Slash because we didn't understand that our father wasn't here to do it for us anymore. And then maybe she finds a way to light it on fire with, like maybe once we get the hero sword, it actually does become a fire attack, you know? That would actually be interesting. You know, showing her progress as a hero from relying on her father's power to relying on her own. I don't know, I think that'd be a fun way to show Yu's growth as a character. And with a single healing item, we basically cinch this entire fight. I love it. I do really like, though, how the battle start has a brief delay, and then if you want to back out, you can get back. That has actually saved me some stupid mistakes in this game. And I will applaud this feature. Like, more turn-based RPGs, give us this, because the number of games where you hit enter by accident, and you're like, no, go back, ah, I've ruined everything, is too numerous to count, honestly, for me. The number of times I've done it in Pokemon, like, seriously, as a kid, most of my deaths in Pokemon as a kid were probably due to me making stupid decisions, because I was just keep hitting A, I'm like, yes, attack, I'm like, well, wait, I have to change my attack, oh, shit. You know, that kind of thing. It's the ultimate curse of turn-based RPGs, especially older ones for me, is hitting the response you didn't want to and then not being able to back out of it. Ugh. But this one gives you that, and I will applaud it. This is still probably at like a 7 or 8 for me, because I liked all the story and stuff like that, but the game just crashes constantly. They had a patch recently, and that seems to have fixed things, which is nice. I've noticed a lot more stability as I kept after the patch. What was it, like last week? So that's definitely good. It shows that they're trying to actually improve the game and they're trying to support it. But the optimization at the beginning was just atrocious. Like, I've seen bad optimization on games, but day one is a day... This isn't even day one, actually. This game came out like a month before I started playing it. So the fact that it already still had bad optimization up to that point on one of the only 2 platforms it's been released on is just unacceptable. It was just unacceptable. I'm sorry. Jeez, these bosses have a lot of health. Like, it's not really that challenging. This isn't the princess's fight. Oh, so you get Flame Slash. That's unfair. Yeah, because that's fair. You really think training lets you... Wait, did the text run off the text box? They couldn't wrap that text? Oh, come on, guys. That's just that's basic editing. Like, somebody should have looked over this fight, seen that the text didn't wrap properly, and been like, oh, that's a text box. We gotta move that over there. We gotta make sure the text box is sized for the image, and then we gotta wrap it. Just wrap text. Like, this is something 5-year-olds can do nowadays. Come on. I was learning how to wrap text in text boxes when I was working in PowerPoint in elementary school. Proper game design studios all make this game should be able to do that. Alright, there we go. Dark Pot.
ユウ、よくぞ心の闇を乗り越えました。
Okay, turn to me, I shall grant you the
泉
power
の
of the
精霊
fountain.
の泉の世界へ戻ったユウをフローラと泉の精霊が出迎えます。よくやりましたね。なるほど。
Oh, it's like somebody just gives you a
闇に
hug.
心をえぐられすぎましたね。
It's like she's like, you just need a
そ
hug
う
right
言うと
now.
泉の精霊はユウに近づき抱きしめられたユウはなぜかそのぬくもりを懐かしく感じていました。それよりその時泉の精霊がユウ、勇者の剣を前に掲げてください。こう泉の精霊がユウの剣に手を触れます。精霊の体は
So it's a
柔
wish
らかい
blade
光
now.
を
Cool.
発して形を失い剣の刃へと吸い込まれていきました。フローラが心配そうにユウに声をかけます。ユウ、大丈夫ですの？本当に大丈夫だよ、フローラ。それより早く元の世界に戻らないと。ユウはフローラのそして二人は泉へと飛び込み
So now we have Flame Slash back, I'm guessing. Okay, so they did go for the whole you growing as a character thing. If we get our Flame Slash back. I hope we do.
元の世界へ
I think
戻
we
って
will.
きました。
Very much hopeful.
うわ
Because now we have actual magic in our sword. So there's no reason not to give us Flame Slash back now.
ー
Game design.
まああれだけ深い傷を負いましたもの。無理もありません。じゃああれから数日経ってるんだね。お父さんや魔王山はどうなったんだろう。山の住処へ戻ったユウをサカサが出迎えます。ねえサカサ、私今まで何日か寝ちゃってたんだけど、その間にあったこと。数日前のことでした。そこでサカサが目にしたのは変わり果てた魔王山の巣なのですみません。 山で何があったかまでは分かりませんでした。ケラ？あのケラですか？なんでケラが
Why would he cover
魔王
demon?
山をクモの巣で覆うんでしょうか。そんなことがあったんですか。ユウさん、おつらかったです。
I love how it went from being the scheming
気を取り直
politician
して
to
サカサが話をまと
you
め
know
ます。
use like trusted advisor.
ユウさんのおっしゃるように
Like
ク
we
モ
got
の巣は
no impossible
おそらくケラの仕業でしょうね。
He must have stolen some of the Demon King's power.
お父さんはどうしてるのかな。ユウは最後に見た苦しむ王様ドラゴンの姿が忘れられません。とにかく王様といえどあれだけ強大な魔王の力を取り戻すには
So there's still time.
ユウの
Alright, so we're
目
going
に
back to Demon King
希望の
Mountain.
光が宿ります。
Alright, well, we got new equipment, so. Pitch black parasol. Recovery ring and keyboard for her. Alright, let's do this. Oh, you guys gonna join me? Please join me. Oh no, they're not joining me. There's other options. I love how you just like the second you talk to somebody with a side quest, you was just like, nope, I'm just gonna accept. You don't get to say yes or no because you would always say yes if somebody asked or something. That's just pretty funny. That's just a really funny way to do side quests. It's like, yeah, you talk to someone with the side quest, and you're playing as you. She would obviously help literally anyone who asked. Well, I can't teleport back to the Demon King's mountain. Okay, so I'll just teleport to the village. Alright, so we gotta go up here. There are lots of side quests, but I do not have time for them. I want to finish this game up today so I can start playing Hypnos OS on Thursday. My friend Frederick might join us. Maybe. We'll see. And then after streaming on Thursday, we're going to go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Come on, Marvel. Wow me. Thrill me. Thrill me, Marvel. I want it so badly. Seriously, I've actually been really looking forward to this Doctor Strange movie. Partially because I really like Wanda and I want to see where her character is going. After her whole, you know, all the shit that happened in WandaVision. Like, jeez, that show was just kicking Wanda's teeth in the show. Which is really, really unfortunate for her, for the person, but as a character, it makes her very interesting, because now she's in a position where she has a untold dark power and is going to try and use it to pull her children out from another reality. You know, where she may or may not be their mother. I mean, she definitely isn't their mother, because she's going to be, you know, another version of her mother, but their mother, but still. Which is very interesting. She can now use Flame Slash on your power. Yes, they actually did what I suggested. Holy shit. Wait, what is this? Great Flame Slash. Oh, they give me toys. Let's see what this can do. Holy shit. I love it when they give you all the fun toys right before the final battle, and you can just go to town on the enemies that were annoying you before. Oh my, with all this in-level gear, I am gonna own them. I love how they give you the fun things in the story mission, too. A lot of times the best toys are always hidden in the side quests. I imagine there are definitely some things hidden in the side quest, and you could probably, and I imagine if you did a lot of side questing, you probably would end up going to the final battle with the other characters, not Flora. Because although Flora would get power leveled in that late game zone, if you had actually been going on all those side quests with Rocky and with Syvat, you would most likely end up with them being higher leveled. Especially once you brought them in to go do some of the secrets in that area. But I'm going the critical path, so Flora it is. And Flora isn't terrible. She's a good support character. Her evasion is nice for setting up a character other enemies can attack, and it also lets me have a character that's basically just an item dumper. Like her job is to use items for you. I am taking these things down. Like, these things used to at least get hits in, but now they're just like, nope, sorry, you're not that important. Love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So where am I going? These guys are dying like early game enemies. This is ridiculous. And so we come full circle. After a very hard level in Dreamland, I come back to reality with a magic sword ready to kick ass. Oh. That Great Flame Slash. I don't care if it takes 6 points, that trivializes most enemies in this game. Like, if there's a really tough enemy that I need to focus down, this is just gonna own it. It's beautiful, and I love it. And Flora is actually doing decent damage now. Look at that. Look at her go. Dragon-alike. Dragon-alike. Dragon-alike? Dragon-alike? Maybe? Dragonalike? Dragonalike? I don't know. I feel like there's a pun there, like more than just it's a dragon look-alike. But I'm for the life of me, I cannot figure out what it is. You know? Maybe it's a dragonfly pun? I mean, that feels like what it should be. You know, it's a bug-looking dragon thing. You know, it's a dragon but with bug wings and the stinger and all. So it looks like it's supposed to be a dragonfly pun. But, I don't know. Something about that just seems off. Yeah. Oh, wrong way. God, I really love this music. Like, I know I've said that like in every video I've played this, but I don't know, this music is just really good. This is really good fantasy music. Falling Star, please. And Falling Star is very useful. Being able to hit most enemies in diagonal rows is actually oftentimes more
立ち入るのを拒むように荒々しく張り巡らされた白い雲の巣に
No, it's all covered in webs now. They weren't
魔
lying.
王山はより一層恐ろしい姿となっている
Seriously, I can't believe the spire's name is Arthur. It's like, I am the scheming vizier behind the throne who will restore the Demon King to his true status and power. It's like, my name is Arthur. It's like, okay, nice to meet you, Arthur. Do you need to conquer the world? Like, is that a requirement? Can we not come to like a, I don't know, a compromise here or something? No, he must return to his monstrous ways. It's like, okay, buddy, okay, we're sure that's important to you. Yes, it's very important to me. Honestly, for how much the blue fruits cost, they're not really that useful. Like, you'd have to fully drain your energy, then you gain one at the end of that turn you'd fully drain it on, okay? Then you use this, and if U is leveled up properly, then increasing it by 5 will get you back to full. So, if you fully drain it, you can fully ramp up. So basically, it'll basically always end with the next turn you having full energy. But like, wasting a turn when you could be attacking or setting up other stuff just seems like, not that useful. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Ah, these monsters will put up a fight, I see. Oh, ouch. Oh, I escaped. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, actually. I was trying to do my... Oh, right. I have a heal on here. I was actually meaning to just do my slash attack, then have the princess heal me a bit. Then I could take them out with another slash using fruit or whatever, but, Alright, let's do this proper this time. Oh, cool, I can hit them both diagonally and vertically. Nice. And now we can take them out with one attack each. They do look more ferocious. Gotta admit, this palette swap Dragon-alike actually does look way cooler. I mean, it just goes to show, the dark purple / gray with the red wings is always the way to go if you want, like, the evil-looking dragon. That, or, like, the pure black with dark red veins running through him. Because red is, for some reason, the color of evil. Probably do it the whole it being blood thing, but, don't quote me on that. Oh, I can hit both of them with... Oh, that's absurd. That is absurd. This attack is so dumb. Look at that. I don't care if it eats up 6 energy. Who cares? It just wiped them all out in almost one hit. Like, one of them survived with half a heart left, but then the princess just hit it once. It's like, bad thing. Die with your brother. Don't you just love random battles interrupting your peaceful walk through a volcano? I used the barrier for the fire breath attack. Oh, come on. Oh, that hurts. No, no. Almost ruined that. Fruit of life. There we go. Art design is still on top. Like, this cobweb coming lava volcano just looks beautiful. I mean, maybe beautiful is not the right word, but definitely is stunning. Didn't even need Flora to attack there. Holy shit. Just... Wait, I still have 8? Oh, right, because I leveled up, so I don't even lose my power for it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God damn it. I didn't even have to walk down this long corridor. The exit was on the other end. This is why you should look in the map every time you enter a small little segment here, because you never know when it's literally just going to be a giant dead end designed to waste your time. I'm sorry, I already fought the enemies to get down here. I'm not fighting them again. I'm high enough level that you all don't matter. I love how our objective is fight Dad. One is never accused you of being indirect about things. Fine, I guess I'll just Great Flame Slash them. Great Flame Slash! Yeah! Frickin' you. Just taking things too far all the time. Ugh. Like, I feel almost over-leveled at this point. I just don't like the idea, though. She originally was able to do this stuff because she had her dad backing her, but now that she's trained and she's gone on these adventures and she's gathered up good gear and she has allies, she's gained the ability to do the things she relied on her father for herself, showing that she's grown to have her own form of independence, which is actually a very nice form of ludonarrative synchronicity, which all game designers apparently hate, except for From Software. That's a joke. There are plenty of game designers who still like ludonarrative synchronicity. It's just that a lot of them, like, whine about it, you know? They're all like, why should we care if our game's story and gameplay are, you know, constantly contradicting each other via story, you know, via what they're trying to say. Like, you know, a guy who wants peace but murders a bunch of faceless goons on his quest for it. It's like, that doesn't really matter. People are only here for the gameplay. It's like, no, we're not. We like a good story that, you know, and a good game that matches the story with the gameplay. You can do it. From Software is great at this. They create the overwhelming difficulty to give the sense of you being in a very hostile world that very much wants you dead. You know, you feel like you accomplished something when you beat a From Software game, because everything in that world wants you dead. It will do everything in its power, very cheap power, I might add, to make sure you die. Multiple times. Over and over again. In fact, Dark Souls 2, which Miyazaki didn't even work on, but I still think has a really funny example of this, has a score counter in the main town that counts the number of global deaths that have occurred while players were connected to the internet. And it's like, so the game is literally keeping track of how many players it's murdered. Yeah, that seems a very Soulsy thing to do. Soulsy, yeah. That doesn't even sound like Dark Souls, does it? It sounds like, oh joy, we're about to crash. See, even with the patch, these optimizations still happen. Wait, so this attack just hits everything, doesn't it? Oh my, I love it. Well, let's wreck them with 2 ultra attacks. Yeah. Shit. Did I just wipe them? Jeez, dude. And I'm still gaining experience points enough that Flora's leveling up regularly, so this is some good shit right here. Oh, come on. Falling star. Okay, let's do this. Take him down. Again, I gotta say this. I just love it when a game lets you become really powerful near the end. Like, you should feel like you've been on an adventure and you've grown. And you know what? I feel like Yu has grown. I feel like she has become more powerful, more skilled, more capable, and more mature as a character. That earns me points. I was gonna probably give this game a 7 originally. Like I said earlier, I was giving it an 8. But when I was first playing it, I mentioned I was gonna give it a 7. And that was because it wasn't as enjoyable as I wanted. But you know what? This ending is really redeeming a lot of things for me. I gotta give it that. I gotta give it points. It's sticking the landing. And that counts for a lot. Because the landing, the final moments of the game really do influence how you see it. Oh joy, I got the fire debuff. Items. Pro tip for this game: buy all the fruits of life you can get a hold of, because healing items are broken if you're trying to wear the player down via attrition. Yeah, it doesn't really work when I have 25 of the healing items that restore my entire HP bar every time I use one. Doesn't really work, buddy. Okay, come on. Ah, we're in battle. Joy. Fun, this combination again. Yay, managed to escape this time. I only have like 45 minutes left, so we gotta get it done. Come on, you. Oh my. I didn't even have time for the screen to clear before I ran into a battle. That's a new one, I'll give it that. Alright. Oh, we got the pond and a shopkeeper. Goody. This guy is like a champ. Like, seriously. He is a shopkeeper who really wants to sell me something. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have anything I need, aside from more healing items. Because you only have as many of those we can get a hold of. And I guess I'll take more of these too, because I'll probably finally use in these fairy fruits just to fire off OP blast the entire arena spells over and over again. You know, now that I have this super flame slash that can decimate an entire board, I might as well, you know, overuse it, not just regular use it. It's like the one place I could actually effectively use this fruit. Oh, and it missed. I like when it misses against me. I don't usually have enemies miss against me, so it feels nice when they do. Ooh, Flora got a new skill. Interesting. I'll check what that is next battle. Yes! Didn't run into any battles here. Okay. Head up. Oh no, please no, I want out of this fight. Nope, I don't want to fight a fire version of one of those things. I'm sorry, those sleep gods were just, those sleep seahorse things were just annoying. They really, really were. Like, their attack, they had that stupid sword attack and then that music attack which would heal me up, which is fine if you're only facing one of them. If you're only facing one of them, they're not a challenge, because healing you up and putting you to sleep for 3 turns, well, they generally can't do enough damage to make that worth it unless you're at full health, in which case, why are they even using that attack then? Oh, I guess that's the perfect time, so it lets you 3 full hits in. But aside from if they're at like full or almost full health, like it doesn't ever effective. One time it even saved me, I think. I was like really low on health and I was going to have to waste this healing item, but then they just put me to sleep and it's just like, oh, okay. Cool, I'll take the damage. You know, you'll max heal me. That's fine. What's this secret? What's this? Oh no. Ah, I'm going to a side area. Oh dear. Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't have time for this. Like, it's cool. I like it. I like that there are certain secrets you can only get to with certain characters, so you're encouraged to actually grind up the other characters if you want to fully explore the world. And quite frankly, I might explore the world. They have a whole after you're done, you know, after the fact open world thing going on. It's on my Switch after all, so you know, this is definitely the console for RPGs like this, where you can just spend a few minutes working on the quest while you're you know, waiting on the bus or something. Not that I take the bus, but still. I probably should. Well, there aren't really any good buses that go all the way downtown from my house, so maybe I could, but it'll be way longer, and I already have to wake up so early for work. Seriously, I had to be at work for 7 sometimes, so I ended up having to wake up at like 5:45, 5:30. 5:45 is cutting it close. Like, I'm rushing out the door most days. 5:30 or 5:15 is usually a better time to wake up, but I'm always so tired I end up sleeping in. Going in early is being a pain right now. Oh, through the caves we go. Through the caves we go. I don't remember this place being this long. Like, I don't remember this area just being this exhausting. Thank goodness I can escape most of these battles now. Remember back in the dream place where it wasn't really an option because I had to level up for the princess fight. But another fun fact, there are like no guides for this game online at the moment. I don't know what the deal is. I think this is just an overlooked title that a lot of people haven't noticed. It definitely is an indie title. Like there are all the little shortcomings where there aren't a lot of patches coming out for it. It's a studio you've never heard of. You know, it's being released on the Switch, which the Switch is basically the console patron, that's the patron saint of indie console releases. What is true? One of the Switch's big pushes when it first came out was a bunch of indie games from Steam that hadn't have console ports coming over to the Switch, you know? And it has a decent indie library, which is actually very impressive. I like that Nintendo is supporting independent creators. You know, I'm about to release me and my friend can ever finish it. We have like a 90% finished VR game, and we still have to get all the final bits of it. You know, get it polished, last little bit of polish, and my friend has to finish making the art assets to release it on Steam because Steam has a bunch of requirements about minimum art assets. We don't want to just half-ass anything, so we're currently still working on that. We've been working on this game for like the last 2 years. This VR game. I've only designed a VR game in Unity before, so this is my first time designing one in Unreal. And it was actually almost my first time working on a game in Unreal. We chose Unreal because it was a little bit easier at the time for him to import models, and he was able to work with it a little bit better because of the, like, basically modular coding system that they have there, which use little widgets and hook them together with wires to plan out your code, which was easier for him to see, so it just worked out for us at the time. But Unreal is definitely frustrating. It's nice to have experience, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna miss working with Unreal in the end, I don't think. Oh, Royal Power. Let's do it. So this is what her evil copycat was using, this whole random power ability thing. Very interesting. So it's basically lottery for the win. Royal Power. Cool. Lowered its defense and did some ice damage. That's good. That's good to hear. All right. And you leveled up again. Nice. Fruit of life, guide me to victory. With my level 30 and 33 character. I wonder what happens when you get like a level 99. I wonder what the max level is. Like, there are no guides in this game. It's been really interesting not having that as an option. Because every once in a while when I get stumped on something, like, for that so the reason I know there's no guide is because when I was dealing with that princess boss fight, I was getting so frustrated with it that I ended up looking to see if there was some kind of guide to tell me what I need to do there. Like, if was I missing some hidden item I needed to really explore the world for or something. And there were no guides. Even IGN that did a review of this game apparently didn't even create a guide for it, which is really interesting because, like, a game has to get pretty forgotten and pretty misplaced by the community for them to not have a game. So when I review this game, I'm going to have one of the few reviews for it out there, which I think is pretty cool. I always like finding little treasures like this, because this game isn't perfect, no. I'm going to give it like an 8 out of 10 because I really like its style, music, characters. The gameplay is standard RPG. Kind of like Baby's first RPG in a lot of ways. There is some complexity, but it really only comes out in the Flora the evil Flora boss fight, where you had to manage your healing with overwhelming attacks and damage. Most of the other characters aren't as overwhelmingly powerful as that. Even the Dragon King, who I think I had to restart, was mostly just because he had that one flame attack, and that wasn't really something I could work around at the level I was operating at. And Flora leveled up. Use that 102. I don't really need to use the Fruit of Life right now. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on, Davis. You can do this. You can do this tonight. You do not need to go to Thursday. You can finish this game tonight. I can do this. I can do this. Damn it. Flora, go! Flame strike. Bat it in the face with your umbrella. It's an evil owl. Oh wow, it doesn't fully heal me anymore. That's a little depressing. My god, this is just taking forever. Oh my god, look at it go! This path just keeps twisting and turning and going and going. My god, they really like. It's like I want to go fight the final climactic battle. I get it. You built up the whole the monsters are more dangerous now thing. You've shown that. You don't need to keep showing it. Let me get to the final battle to decide the fate of this world, the fate of my father, of myself, and of the Flora's kingdom. It's like, come on. You've done a good job. You've built suspense. Let me enjoy. Let the suspense fall where it may. Let it fall. Built this very nice atmosphere of suspense. Now, stop adding to it and let me finish the freaking game. That's the problem. I like this game, but I feel like it could have added an extra area, but instead it seems to have made all, like, 5 of its areas 1/5 longer. So instead of having 6 areas, it has 5 1 1/5 areas, which add up to about 6 areas worth of content when you're talking about pure time. But when it comes to, you know, what you do, how long, it's only like how long it took. It's not like all the stuff you do it. Oh my god, look at this. I'm gonna have to go all the way back down in order to, this is the most convoluted bullshit path. Like, RPGs used to do stuff like this all the time, but when you have a map and you can see where all the different areas lead into, it suddenly becomes very clear that, yeah, they're just spiraling you around because they feel like wasting your time. I remember when other older RPGs, like the Final Fantasy games, would do stuff like this with the areas, but at least there, like, you either had an overworld map, you know, or you didn't have like a big map of like the cave system, so you couldn't tell they were shuffling you around. It's like, wait, did I make those turns? Like, I don't want to break out the graph paper, which I actually did once or twice in older RPGs on the PC, back when I used to play like kid games on my parents' PC when I was trying to find my way through a cave. I'd actually break out the grid paper because I was that kind of person, you know. Grid paper's fun. Look, graph paper's nice. Don't diss graph paper. Okay. Yes, you leveled up again. And Flora. Nice. Oh my god. It's like, please let me go up. I'm begging you. Ugh. Please let this be an actual way up. Let's see. Oh. Like, this is just getting tiring. It's one of the reasons I've gotten off traditional turn-based RPGs in recent years and gone to more action RPGs. Because at least there you can just run away from things if you're tired of dealing with stuff. I guess I'll go get this chest since I'm already here. Like, this is just unnecessarily long. Like, there's literally no reason to have this here other than you want to increase turn-based battle potential. See? Oh, I really don't want to fight triple those guys. Oh, fun. Well, I'm not in the mood here, so Great Flame Slash. There. Love how that's just a, I'm tired of you a-holes taking me for granted. My time is not infinite. Great Flame Slash. There we go, nice and clear. Of course, it does mean I'll start the next battle with low power. And freaking again? My God, this is some BS here. I mean, I do like the whole firing the arms thing. But no! Oh God, that stupid seal move is so dumb. I hate them so much. You know, let's talk about something else. I actually was remembering old shows I used to like when I was like a teenager, and one of them came to mind recently. Has anyone else remember House of Anubis? That was a really cool show until it hit the toilet, huh? It ran into the same problem a lot of like long-running like those serialized mystery shows do, which is like the mystery got kind of solved, and they're like, no, there has to be another twist. We gotta keep this going for like 2 or 3 seasons. So it started with this old dorm house that somehow had some connections to ancient Egypt, possibly due to someone very famous pharaoh, I think was, whatever it was, being buried there. And one of the new people at the house had to deal with all these weird mystery elements, and the faculty and staff constantly possibly being involved in this ritual to create the elixir of life. And then it was involved with a bunch of Egyptian pharaoh ghosts and other Egyptian BS, and it's just like, guys, we already figured out they're trying to, you know, create the elixir of life, and they might be sacrificed to be able to do it. It's like, no, they might be actually guardians against some great evil, and they need to create the elixir of life for some reason. Or maybe only one of them is bad, and the others are actually pretty good and don't really realize the full ramifications of what they're doing, and he's using them. Or maybe he's, you know, trying to usurp the group. And it's just like, guys, you gotta stick to a story here. We gotta have a story. There has to be an answer to this mystery. You can't just make a mystery without an answer and then help to run into the ground before you need to give us one. I genuinely don't even remember if that show had a proper ending. I think it just got canceled eventually after the rating declined. What happens to a lot of mystery shows, unfortunately? Like Lost eventually just settled on some uninteresting, oh, they were all dead all along. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, whatevs. You never answered most of the questions, so it's not like we care. One of the other shows, actually, was what I consider to be one of the only good things to come out of the age of Cartoon Network's live-action shows, which was called Tower Prep. And it was basically this show about this guy called Ian, and he has this ability called Preflex. It's basically he has reflexes that react to future events. So he doesn't see the future so much as he has like reflexive reactions. Like, you know how like when somebody throws a punch, you might instinctively duck your head? Well, he reacts before you throw the punch. So his reflexes are all subconscious, but he doesn't really see you fighting so much as he feels your punch coming before it comes. Like, he can basically feel his body trying to flinch away a second before you throw the punch. Which is actually a really cool way to do, like, precog fighting abilities, in my opinion. It's a lot more limited than he can just see the future, because he can't actually see the future. He just feels his reflexes from the future, which is a lot more limiting in the information. Then you had, and basically, he was really trouble with his parents, and he goes on to this online game he is, and he meets this, you know, AI, this other kid player, he starts talking to him. They get weird and make some ominous, you know, comments to him, and then he logs off. Well, when he's starting to go to bed, his speakers start blaring this really obnoxious sound, and he passes out. Next thing he knows, he's waking up in a dorm room with these assholes over him, taunting him about being a newbie. And he finds himself in the world of Tower Prep. He's basically been abducted into a hidden boarding school, which nobody can point to on a map and has its own internal systems. It's basically like a hermit state. Like, they have the internet, but it's like their own specialized version of it. They get tablets and stuff like that, and even their phones, but all outside connections have essentially been cut off. And all the teachers and students are like, yeah, this is perfectly normal. Your parents have been alerted. Don't worry. It's like, dude, I got abducted in the middle of the night. And he meets a few other students. There's this girl who can mimic other people's voice. There's a girl who can mimic other people's voices. I forget what the nerdy kid who becomes Ian's best friend can do. There's CJ who can basically, she's not a mind reader, but she can read body tics. So like, you know, all those subconscious things, like some people have like their eye twitches when they lie or whatever. CJ can read all those little micro movements of your mouth, like the way you might tense up if you're nervous or something like that. And she can basically she can't really read your mind, but she can kind of gauge your emotional state from what you are expressing. And basically all the people around Tower Prep have things like that. Most of the powers are like D tier superpowers, like they're low level powers. The kind of thing is a very witty superhero has to use. Like, you know, like I said, there's Suki, so she has the ability to mimic other people's voices, and she can also mimic their mannerisms after she practices a bit, so she's actually able to copy handwriting and stuff like that. And they use this to create like false teacher notes and stuff like, and other things. And essentially, they're a group of friends who eventually invite Ian in, who are very confused as to what's going on. See, the school is in the middle of a forest, and if you run far enough into the forest, you eventually hit a wall. Now, it's basically this smooth metal wall, and there's actually a secret to that was explained in the only season we got, which was one of the more interesting things. There's a lot of side stuff going on here. The teachers are all implied to be former students later on, and there's this big overarching mystery of where are we, why did our parents let us come here, and what on earth is going on here. For example, it's eventually revealed that everyone who got abducted around, I forget what the term is, but they're basically like the rip-off Sony, and it turns out Suki's parents are the CEOs, they're the owners of the company. So she's like a part of like that company, so, and it's implied her brother was here before her. So are the parents really letting their kids be here? Is this like a super secret superhero school, and they have to send their kids there because they're growing into their powers and need to learn how to control and hide them? What's the deal with the graduation where everybody mysteriously disappears? What are they actually doing to students here? Like, how did they get here, you know? They just passed out. They shouldn't have been able to transport them all the way here without them waking up at least once. And in addition to that, out in the woods, there are these strange kind of monsters that attack students who break curfew at night. So if you're out in the woods exploring after dark, you get attacked by these monsters. And if you get taken by them, you're never seen again. And it's revealed halfway through that they were turning the students, basically, it's eventually revealed that another student gets turned into one midway through the series. So these things were all students? It's mind control helmets? What's the deal? What is all of this? One of the other students seemed to know more, but he joined them. Why? Why would he join them? Why is this place here? What is it protecting? There's a Cyclops skeleton in a false grave. What's going on here? And it had this real sense of this was an actual planned out story with actual answers. Like, everything started connecting to each other, even season 1. So you had this really rich guy who built a school for special people. He was searching for this weird place. There's hints to Homer's Odyssey, and that these anomalies might be connected back to old myths. Like, there were definitely tangible answers as to what's going on. It's even revealed, the wall is even revealed that, I'm not going to spoil it, well, I guess I will, because we're never getting a second season for this show. It's been years, all the actors have moved on, we're never getting this ever again. Apparently the Cartoon Network canceled all their live action stuff, and and again, I researched this a long time ago, so I might be a little off base, but I remember reading that the writer or the owner of the person who owned the concept, because Cartoon Network basically hired this series, so it did have the right to move to another network. But the guy who wanted to move to another network offered terms that some other network didn't want to listen to. Like, they were like, no, those are unacceptable terms. These are our terms. He was like, well, screw you guys, I'll find somewhere else. And, no one else wanted to take his show, so we get left on a cliffhanger forever because he decided to be an asshole. Which, that's always nice when the person in charge of a show decides to be an asshole, so we suffer. Tower Prep, though, was a very interesting show, and I think it's way better than most people give it credit for. Now, I will grant you, watching it again as an adult, it's definitely a bit shaky from a cinematography perspective. Like, they have a lot of shaky and blurry cam sequences. But I think the ideas and the mystery were really interesting. Like, the idea of a superhero school where all the superpowers are very, like, low-key superpowers was really a lot of fun. Like I said, you had reading micro movements of the face and body language in order to guess at emotions. You had, what was the whole thing with, what was the, God, let me look up Tower Prep again real quick. Because I want to know, what was the nerd's ability? What was, like, the nerdy guy? The guy with the puppet, the weird puppet. What was that? God, I really liked Tower Pro. I thought it was a fun show. Gabe. So he had hypersuasion. Yeah, it allowed him to influence people. Basically, he can talk someone into doing anything. And like I said, their powers were getting better, so is that why the school exists? But if people are aware of what he's trying to do to them, it's sort of like super hypnosis, but the more someone is aware of what he's doing, the stronger willed they are, the harder it is. Also, the less likely they want to do something. So it's not like mind control, it's just hypersuasion. He can't make someone do something they don't want to do. He can just make them more likely to do something they might be a little less likely to do, or he can convince them more easily. And their powers start growing as they continue through the series, what makes them wonder more questions about the school and what's going on here. CJ starts being able to read things based on handwriting. Like, she starts being able to tell more about a person's personality based on how their handwriting is. Like, shaky handwriting might show that they're very distressed or whatever, or the wording. She basically learns from small little details that most people aren't aware enough to pay attention to. And these are all low-key superpowers. You also have all the teachers are called like by their teacher names. So you have Headmaster, Coach, Coach History, who's the red buffer, which is their weird fantasy sport, and also a history coach. So he's also a history teacher. So he's Coach History. You have Nurse. You have Dr. Specs. You find out about the school has been weaponizing chemicals that can neutralize powers. All sorts of weird little details that make you wonder, like, what the hell is going on here, you know? And it was just such a fascinating show that I really wish we had gotten answers to. Or some of the other powers. Some of the other powers were, he can see, there was another guy with like actual microscopic vision, so he basically had vision that could enhance like a microscope, so he could literally see blood cells. Another guy had night vision. One other person had preflex like Ian. You had, oh god, what was the other one? What was that fun one? There was one guy in the background who was like strong, but he wasn't like super strong. He was just like, that's abnormally strong, like above, like sort of like Captain America level strength, you know? Like he's like naturally strong without having to really work for it. Cornelius Augustus Tower was like the weird, eccentric billionaire who was like a former magician, firepower during the First World War, founder of Tower Prep and loved the students, and it was later taken over and he was betrayed. They're turning my students into, and then it was cut off. So they're clearly doing something to the students and we're not really sure what. It's all this really interesting mystery, and Tower Prep just did not end up getting any kind of nice ending. It just didn't, and I'm very upset about that. It's one of my great regrets because it's a mystery show, so it's one of those things that's meant to lodge in your head, and it really didn't lodge in my head. But as a result of it never being finished, oh my god, this place is a maze. I went the completely wrong way, now I'm going to have to go back up there and go, okay, so where do I need to go? So I need to go over here, I guess? Oh my god, why? This should not be this much of a, like, I just want to go to the final boss. I do not want to go through all this right now. I might not even finish this tonight because I'm not going to be able to freaking final boss. You know what? Even if I have to stay up till 9, we're getting this done tonight. I don't care what's going on, we're getting this done. Escape. My gods. Because I want to start on Hypnos OS or something else on Thursday. I might take a break on Thursday, to be honest. To be fair, I just really... I want to finish this game because I'd like to like put it into my review schedule, you know? For those of you who don't know, I posted a schedule/newsletter thing for upcoming stuff for this month on my Podpage website. I'm also going to be linking that on my Twitter in a little while. It's basically just an overview of, hey, these are the new things that are coming out this month. These are my basic opinions on them, how I'm interested. We got a lot coming out this month. We got Stranger Things, season 4 for that. We got Doctor Strange. We got 2 great books, Book of Night and Where Do the Dragons Go, which is a really interesting one. The concept just was like immediately was like, oh, this is totally my thing. It's basically a historical fiction thing set like in the 1950s, and or the main event that triggers the world happened in the 1950s anyway. Basically, a bunch of random women and girls across the world turned into dragons, wreaked havoc, and then vanished. And the niece of one of these, humans who became dragons, her aunt turned into a dragon. She vanished shortly after, and now nobody in the family will even admit she exists. And there's some kind of government cover-up with it. And it's basically a historical fantasy, which I've always loved. Like, if you know me, I'm all about that Temeraire, that natural history of dragons. I love that stuff. So this is right up my alley. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome. Probably laden with metaphors, just like we like our books. Ah, I can smell the plot. Ooh, power up. Yes! One shot him. Come on, use one of those fire AoE spells. Or Blizzard, but that works too. Blizzard works too. Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. Heal them. Strike them down. Level up. That's what I want to see. A nice level up. This is really taxing my fruit supply. Ugh. Such a long, winding path to get to Dad. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I only out that cave system. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go bolt in straight up the mountain path now. We should have been doing it from the beginning. Like, I thought I was going up, and then I went back down again, and then I went up and then down again. And it's like, okay. Freaking realistic mountain climber, where you had to, like, go around obstacles, and you can't just rush straight upward. Oh, finally, we're almost there. We're almost there. Home stretch, baby! Home stretch, here we come! Come on, come on. No battle, no battle. I mean, there was no way I was going to make it that far without a battle. Hopefully I can run away from this. Well, it's nice that running away doesn't take a turn, I guess. Ugh. Falling Star and Falling Slash. My gods. Oh my, no, not Fire Dragons 2. Come on, don't be like that. At least it didn't send any of us on fire. Ah, new levels up just in time. Cool. No battle, no battle, no battle. Oh, I could see the gold of the path. Come on, let me run away from this, please. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh my. We're not even in there yet. Okay, this is the pit stop right before the final battle. Cool, perfect. Loving it. Alright. Finally, now, after all this time, we can finally have the final battle. Alright, we'll buy a bunch of fairy fruits and get them back to 25. And why not buy a lava shell or two? Lava pollen. I should have everything I need here. But for good measure, that's good. I mean, that's basically everything I need. I have 10 status removers, so even if he has a lot of status dealing, I can deal with that fairly effectively. Now we gotta go fight Dad. Oh, you better not make us go through this whole area like this. Please do not. Mother flippin'. This is just needless padding right here. Like, if they make me go down that hole, go down each of the 4 places to unlock the doorway thing, I'm gonna scream. Do not, game. I just want to get to the final battle. It's right there. Do not... Gods. You know, it's made me have flashbacks to the recent Vox Machina review of, the honest Vox Machina review by Honest Trailers, where they said the ultimate evil is doors.
苦しい道のりを越えて、ユウたちはついにこの場所へ戻ってきました。駆け寄ろうとしたユウをめがけて糸が飛んできました。ユウはそれを
Holy shit, he actually looks pretty intimidating now.
生きてたのか、ユウ。何しに来たんだ？ケラはわざとらしくポカンとした表情をして。
Oh right, this hero's sword cut off the horn once before, he can probably do it again.
魔王に戻ることなんて望んでないよ。今ケラはふーんとため息をつき言いました。確かに今の僕のために魔王様には何としても復活してもらわないと言う。ユウの説得もケラは全く耳を貸しません。
Okay, we got this. We can take down Arthur. He's a little wimp. Let's do this. Great Flame Slash, baby. Combined with Umbrella Barrier to protect us in the future. Yeah! There, if you try to simulate any indirect attack shenanigans, we'll have a barrier for that. Now, while my power is recharging, we're going to save. Go ahead and Fairy Fruit you. We'll make sure to save at least a few of them for later fights, but for now I can just fire these off and proceed to utterly wreck shit. Wait, oh, did I not use it on you? I used it on her? Damn it, that was idiotic. That was a stupid move. Royal Power. Why would he increase our attack? That's just dumb. Gale Slash, and then Fairy Fruit. Wait, wasn't it supposed to go for you and replace it with 4? Wasn't it supposed to increase by 5? Oh, refills a bit of energy for 5 turns. Okay. So it doubles our energy growth for 5 turns. Oh. Well, that's not nearly as useful as I thought it was. Wow, it's even less useful than the item I never use, but is still, like, really expensive. It's even less useful than I originally thought it was. Jeez. At first I thought it was just like I'd actually used on the Flora instead of you, but you know, turns out nope. Random item effects are very powerful when you can use them. Ah, increased attack. Yes, let us do this. Falling Star. Great Flame Slash. Dude, if you want to keep giving us attack bonuses, I'm all for it. Like, keep going, man. Really powerful move you got there. Let's make my enemies hit me harder. And I don't have any kind of reflection ability that might make that useful. A way to reduce damage and reflect damage. Well, that's really useful. Like if you could reflect the damage while simultaneously reducing the amount you actually took without sacrificing the reflections damage, you know. That'd be nice, but oh, is he gonna summon minions? What a little wimp. I don't care about no minions. You increase my attack power and I have Great Flame Slash on tap at this point. I don't give a shit. Yeah, minions. That's cute. Ow. Ow, sticky. Luckily, I have a solution for that. Because I came prepared with a panacea. Here you go, you. Oh, status. See, that actually affected something. It reduced my defenses. Falling Star. You going for a slash? Or we'll go for a Falling Star. Look at me, my health isn't even being threatened by this guy. I haven't had to use a healing item once so far. All the other big bosses at least try to use healing items. God, look at all this stuff. I'm definitely going to have to face him, because this is too anticlimactic of a boss fight for me to not defy my dad all eviled out. Ugh. So even more so, don't waste any items here. He sure is tanky for a little spider, though. Give him that. Okay. Shit! He sealed her for the whole... That is a dirty thing to do. You will all die for this suffering. Especially you little piece of shit. I hope she gets unsealed after this thing dies. I don't think she will be. Yeah, she's not. That's really annoying. I better make sure you is able to be topped off constantly. Because I cannot risk him summoning minions and me not being able to immediately slam a Great Flame Slash. Because if that thing sucks off use abilities, like, this fight will just take forever. I cannot let it seal you. My God, this health is insane. Like, seriously, I've hit him with 5 Great Flame Slashes at this point, I think. And he still just keeps coming back. Just coming back for more all the time. Great Flame Slash. Yeah! Oh no. No! Oh my God, that's dumb. Wait, did it seal... Oh, it just sealed Princess. Wait, did it not seal you? Oh, you's not been sealed. Okay, that's good. Good. I was a little worried there for a second. Yeah. He's not even doing enough damage to really hurt me that much. Like, I still have not had to use a healing item. I'm gonna have to eventually with Flora, and especially if these minions stay on much longer. But, like, not really that hard. Let's see, let's go ahead and give Flora... Let's go ahead and give you a top off, because he's more important. He's my main damage dealer. Without him, this won't take actually forever. Flora can top herself off next. Look, my first uses of healing items here. After I've dealt, like, well over 1,000 damage. Seriously, I must have dealt like 2,000 damage at this point. This is dumb. How much health does this guy have? Wish I could see his health. You know, little stars at the bottom, little hearts at the bottom of each enemy that tell me how, you know, what percentage of the way through I am with a boss fight. It's a very helpful indicator that helps the player determine, you know, make their move. You should be able, and still you can naturally intuit from enemies, like if you were fighting in real life, so even realism people are like, yeah, well, you can't program like fatigue and then this is the next best thing. Because realism people really need to be satisfied more. Shit. Oh shit, oh shit. I got complacent there. Renewal. Okay. I'm gonna save those nectars for the next. Fruit of a life. This is just taking forever. Does this fight really need to drag this long? I mean, yeah, it's doing the thing what I kind of want, but I know there's going to be a second fight after this. So this all feels really pointless, like, really tedious. Like, if you're going to make him the easier fight, just go ahead and do it. Unless maybe there's a twist. Maybe we're not going to fight the dragon. Maybe we're not going to fight the Demon King. Maybe we'll chop up his horn and free him before, you know, by beating Arthur. That'd actually be nice, having you save her father from becoming the monster he doesn't want to be anymore. Well, that curse finally wore off. Angel's Cure, let's do that. Royal Power. Okay. I mean, that's what happens when you use a gambling attack. You have a chance at not doing shit. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Watching your ultimate attack fail. Oh, finally. About damn time.
嘘だろわ。魔王の力を得た僕がこんなガキにも。嫌だ。もう人間にいじめられるのは。魔王様、魔王様、魔王様。また昔のように僕を人間からお救いください。その時、地面がぐらりと揺れました。しかしそれもつかの間。お父さん、ユウだよ。助けに来たよ。キャキャキャン。ついに魔王様が復活した。ずっとこの時、魔王様、手始めにそこにいる人間のガキから始末してください。
God damn it, I hate you so much,
失われ
Arthur.
た目でユウはぎゅっと目をつむり、優しい王様ドラゴンと過ごした。ユウは目を開け、王様ドラゴンのあんなこと、もう絶対させちゃダメだ。
You gotta cut off his horn. Alright, final battle time. Let's open it with an umbrella barrier. In case he goes for fire. Okay. Then here and oil power. So that's like 100 damage. I'm gonna try and keep track of how much I do to him here. So I'm at about 100 now, approximately. Fire slide! Great fire slide! So another 200. That's 300 damage. 330. Debuff, yes. Roll those dice. $400. $620. 680. See, this is why having a health bar is nice. So I don't keep track of all in my head. I mean, I don't really know how much Arthur had, so this guy's definitely tougher, so... $880, 890, I guess. I'll round that up, 890. I've been rounding up down each time to the 10, so. Royal Power. Say 1,110. $1,160. This is some fantastic final boss music. Yeah. 1,300 something. I'm really not paying that much attention at this point. I haven't been writing down the damage numbers each time. I'll probably look back and figure out how much health he actually had, but... Yeah, I'll do that for the review. When I'm going over the review, I'll try and look through this data. I need to write that down, because I'll probably forget if I don't write it down to check how much health he had. Because, like, I just don't like they don't give you the numbers. Like, it does add to the very storybook feel. It's like, yeah, you guys keep bashing. But at the same time, I'm like, come on, give me some statistics here. Give me some data to work with. Excuse me. Alright. Fruit of Life for you. Then use Panacea to use status ailments. Fairy Fruit on you. Panacea on her, because he has like every freaking status ailment I run into this game, all rolled up in one. Great Flame Slash. Falling Star. Royal Power. Let's roll those dice. Strength, yes. Buff you. Nice. Uh-oh. Might need to buy more Panacea, actually. Panacea. Ooh. Come on, you. You have an ultra buff damage. Great Flame Slash. Take it. 300 damage right there. Look at that go. Angel's Elixir. Hey, it's final battle. Use the rare items. Great Flame Slash. Lava Power. Ooh. That was a critical 600 damage. This thing has he has an insane amount of health though, like jeez. I actually need to use all these fairy fruits in order to keep up with them. That means he's weakening. Do it! Great Flame Slash! Falling Star! Go in for the move! Come on! Final blow! Come on! Falling Star! Critical! Nice! Go for some random power up here. Roll those dice, Flora. Oh shit! Stardust. Great Flame Slash. Roll those dice, Flora. Really, Flora? A shield for you? Honestly, wasting your turn to buff right now with all his powers is probably for the best. Oh shit! That doesn't look good. No, you! Oh shit! He sealed him. Can I have Panacea out of this? Fruit of Life. Yes, I can get Panacea out of seal state. That's good. Great Flame Slash. You need to take a Fruit of Life, because I have like 20 of these things and I like to use most of them in this battle. Great Flame Slash. Yeah. Oh, not agony again. Damn it. Great Flame Slash. Flora, roll those dice. Oh, nice! Pow. Oh, minor healing. I thought it was strength for a second there. Umbrella Barrier. Good thing I have all these fairy fruits. They're actually very helpful in speeding things along. I haven't really needed them for any of the other boss fights, but this one, yeah. Most definitely. Dreamer Bubble. Nope, he's resistant to all status effects apparently. That's fair. I gotta keep up the damage. Flora, I'm getting you a health boost, and then we're gonna use Panacea afterwards, because I need you to survive this round. Fruit of Life. Slash. Jeez, I just been pounding him with damage. He's just not shit. I mean, I am a little kid up against the, you know, Demon King, so I guess that's to be expected, but holy shit. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, but nope. Royal Power. See, I don't want to waste any of my Panaceas on Flora when I can just basically just heal. That's good. Because I need to be ready in case he tries to seal me again. Because when he seals you, I'm basically not going to be able to do significant damage. Oh, he's getting angry. I'm not making progress. Stardust. Wait, no, we want to boost you with a fairy ring. There. Holy shit, what is that? Excuse me? What the? I'm sorry, what is this BS? That was dumb. Oh, he's gonna pound me with attacks now. Okay, fun. Flora, revive. Save these Panaceas. That was a dumb attack. Didn't I just remove that? So he's gonna seal me with every attack now. That's fun. Way to drag out the last bit of the fight. When he gets to low health, just make it so I can't do damage. And no! No, 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 no! Ozzy, don't team wipe me! Oh, Flora survived, thank goodness. That is dumb. That attack is so dumb. Why does he get to keep blasting at me? I thought it was like a, you know, a get down to health thing and he blasts you with an uber attack. You know, every few turns now he's gonna blast me with it. It's just so dumb. And now I have to keep reviving, otherwise, oh shit, am I gonna get caught in a loop of failure now? Oh my god, he's blocking multiple status effects with every hit. Great Flame Slash. Falling Star. Oh, so I don't get to use my special because he hit me with literally any attack. Fruit of Life. Fruit of Life. And I only have 2 Panaceas. I should have bought way more Panaceas for this fight. I didn't realize he was going to have this many status effects. Well, it was gonna inflict this much status effect. I really didn't. Royal power. Hope for an Uber thing. Why not? Wipe my team. Why not? Over and over again. Oh my god. When did the enemies get to use my strategy? And when did he get all of these? Like, literally, it blasts me. It's just like, yeah, everything's gone. Sorry, you had to start over from scratch. And the sealed effect is really annoying because I can't use my skills. I might as well be a sitting duck. Good thing I had enough healing fruits to just tank through it, and now I'm gonna have to hope he's low on health. I mean, I can't imagine they would let him have that kind of attack if he wasn't low on health. It's like all those nice attacks of yours are gone in the last phase of this fight. If he has anywhere near as much health as he does in the first phase, oh my god, thank goodness I'm... Seriously, if you don't have 25 healing items going into this, you are screwed. Jeez, this thing is... oh my... Like, I get it, he's a Demon King, so like it makes sense, but it's still absurd from a gameplay perspective. I mean, I'm doing okay. Even with all my abilities constantly getting sealed by every freaking attack, which is really dumb, I'm sorry. Like, your abilities are what make combat interesting. Taking them all away and replacing with pure item use is just rude. Like, I'm not even joking, that's just like a dick move, game designers. And if he doesn't die soon, I'm going to die from pure attrition. Fun. Good. She managed to heal herself. Okay, so I think when he does that, he's about to attack with the big AoE attack. So I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try guarding against that. Let's see if he does it. Nope, he does not doing that attack. Okay, I guess I'll go for the attack, and now he's probably gonna... Yep. So the turn after he walks, so it runs. I should probably try guard. Oh my god, no, look at this. It's just so dumb. So much damage. It's unfair. It's so unfair. I mean, I'm surviving, but I'm eating through resources ridiculously quickly. If I don't do something immediately, I'm going to... If he doesn't, like, fall over eventually, I'm going to die. And I don't know where this game is going at this point. Oh, shit. Well, at least she used it on herself, so she can survive this next round. We'll droplet you, and heal him. Oh, thank goodness she didn't get stunned by the frost. Go for the kill. Please do not let him get stunned. Please, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, you get the attack off. Oh, thank goodness. This is the first super attack I've gotten in like 10 turns. And he didn't steal you, so I might be able to get another one off. I mean, I gotta use these attacks while I can, because there's always a chance that he's just not gonna let them go off. Flora, heal yourself. Gale Slash. Alright, if my pattern holds, we're gonna guard. We're gonna guard. Oh, cool, we actually managed to guard this. That's good. Maybe I won't get sealed if I'm guarding. I don't know if that's for sure, but you know, a chance. Nope, we're still sealed. But we didn't take as much damage, so it won't be as taxing on our resources. My god, all these status effects. And I'm running out of healing items, actually, now. Shit. My god, this is just dumb. I'm sorry, it is. This is absurd. No fight should be like this. Like, this is not even a fight. This is a war of attrition at this point. Umbrella power. Flame Flash. Yep, seals you. Umbrella barrier. Fruit of life. Hide. Come on. Hit him harder. Go for it. Rush him down with damage. We're not gonna have much time left. Go, go, go. Can we do it? Oh. Damn it. Lava Pollen. You, Slash. You, Flora, Stardust. So, oh, damn it. Power Fruit to try and stave off the burn damage. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. We need to kill him quickly. Oh, yeah, joy. Renewal droplet. Falling star. Holy shit. That was lucky. Damn, Flora! You're just dodging everything. Renewal droplet. This is my last one. No. On. This might be my last shot. I'm gonna give you a fighting chance. Power Fruit. Great Flame Slash. Gale Slash. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Fucking with me. Okay, it's late. I have work in the morning. I can't go through that fight again. That was a... I started that fight at... God, like 8:35, 8:40. That fight took over half an hour. And I didn't even get to the end. What designer made that? This takes the Flora... Like, none of the other fights in this game have been this long. That's absurd. Oh my god. Is this unwinnable? Like, do I have to side quest in order to win this, or do I have to grind? You know what, I might go out and just grind monsters in the area until I get enough, a high enough level, because I don't think I'm even high enough level to beat this. I don't think you can beat this by just going down the main path. Oh my god, that's absurd. Alright, see you guys next time. We are going to be playing this Thursday, it looks like, so... Sorry. Alright. So, see you guys next time. Bye. Remember, I will be streaming at 6:30 on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and I will only be going till 8:30 next time, so, because I got a movie to catch.